We talk a lot about premium travel cards with high annual fees, but are there any good options at lower price points?
Today, we're taking a closer look at our favorite cards with annual fees that are just under $100 to show you there is a ton of value even in these more affordable options.
Yeah, these are cards that quietly earn points, unlock perks, and actually make sense for real life travel.
If you want to travel better without another big annual fee, this episode is for you.
Hey, I'm Chris. Welcome to the Upgraded Points Podcast.
And I'm Katie, and today we are talking all about cards under $100. We've done episodes on no annual fee cards, and we've done a lot on cards with wildly high annual fees. So we thought it would be a good opportunity to look at some of the more moderately priced cards because there is still a ton of value in these. So today we are highlighting some of the best cards with annual fees just under $100 to help you round out your wallet without spending a lot.
Yeah, that's right. You do not need a credit card with an $800 annual fee to travel better.
Not at all. Not at all. Some of our cards have low annual fees, and they're smart and strategic options for improving your travel experience. These are not just starter cards. This is not something you start with and never look at again. These are cards that we have in our wallet and that stay in our wallet because they offer a lot of value. So let's get it started. Chris, what is our first card under $100?
All right, let's go with one of the most popular cards that everyone talks about. This is the Chase Sapphire Preferred card. And this card has a $95 annual fee, and it is packed with benefits, especially at that price point. Some of the main bullet points we're going to cover: it gets 5x points on travel purchased through Chase Travel. It gets 3x points on dining, which is huge. 2x points on all other travel purchases. So just on dining and travel, you're already earning 2 and 3 times your points, which is awesome. If you want to redeem those points through the travel portal, you can redeem them for 1.75 cents per point, which is a pretty good deal. And you get a $50 in statement credits for each account anniversary year. You can use that at a hotel booked through Chase Travel. Plus, you get access to all of Chase's travel partners, which we covered on a previous episode. And you get primary car rental insurance, which is a really big perk, especially for a card at this price.
Yeah, that one's a special card. It has so much at that price point. And I think for a lot of us, it was probably the first card that we started with. I know it was my first card, and it tends to be a first card because it's an easy entry into the game with tons of benefits. It's an all-around really great option.
Yeah.
For those who are interested in City points, we have the City Strata Premier at $95. This one earns, Chris showing off his old design City Strata Premier.
Oh, is it? I didn't even
Let's
realize.
get the updated one here, Chris.
Oh, yeah. Side by side so people can see what it used to look like.
Yes. They're the same card, though. And if you have that old one, they're not going to send you a new one until your renewal date. Because I still have the old one, too. This one's my husband's, actually. So
2 years left. Jeez.
Yeah. But this one earns a whopping 10 points per dollar on hotels, car rentals, and attractions booked through citytravel.com, which is just incredible at a card that's under $100. And then this one, I think, is kind of a quiet hero because it earns 3 points per dollar on air travel, hotels, dining, supermarkets, gas stations, and EV charging. Like, that's amazing. And I know for me, and I'm sure for a lot of people, supermarkets are one of my biggest daily or, weekly travel or expenses, not travel expenses, just my everyday expenses. I spend a lot at the grocery stores, as I'm sure most families do. So earning 3 points per dollar on that spend for under $100, like that's just...
And one thing to note about those supermarkets, it's not just U.S. supermarkets, not just U.S. dining, which some programs limit you to. This works abroad too. So,
this one does. Okay, so do you use this one a lot then, Chris?
This is my go-to card for supermarkets and gas abroad. Yep.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It also has a $100 discount every year when you book a hotel stay that costs $500 or more through thankyou.com, so through City's travel portal. So if you're a person who's going to book a hotel through a travel portal, like you get a discount that's more than the annual
Yeah,
fee of this card. And
that's
then you
awesome.
also get access to all of Citi's transfer partners. And that list has gotten a lot better in the
Oh,
last,
yeah.
especially the last year with the addition of American Airlines. Like, this is a program that's kind of important now, whereas maybe 2 years ago, it kind of was like, Citi, it's fine. So this card, I think, is one that probably doesn't get talked about enough. And I think it's a really solid option.
Yeah, that's a great one. Those are great two to start. A third one, which not necessarily because it's third place, but we're just going in our order right here, is the Capital One Venture Rewards credit card. Also $95. This comes with a 5 miles per dollar on hotels, vacation rentals, and rental cars booked through Capital One Travel. And then 2x per dollar on all other purchases. No caps, no limits. This is a great card that you can just spend and don't have to think about categories. Just easy 2x miles everywhere. This one also comes with a $120 global entry or TSA PreCheck application fee, which is pays for the annual fee, right?
Yeah.
Easily. And then as well, access to Capital One's lifestyle collection, which comes with a $50 experience credit, room upgrade, and late checkout when available for every hotel and vacation rental, plus access to all of Capital One's transfer partners. So again, packed with benefits for $95.
Yeah, and that's actually a really good option if you have a player too who has little patience for carrying a lot of credit cards and dealing with different categories. If you can give them this card, they're earning 2 points per dollar on all their purchases, and that's a really solid option for player two. It's one I have the Venture X, which also earns 2 points per dollar. Same thing, but that's one I often give my husband just because he doesn't want to handle, what card do I
That
use
makes sense.
where? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's a great option. One we really love for cash back is the Blue Cash Preferred from American Express. This one actually has a $0 annual fee the first year, and then it's 95 every year after that. This earns a whopping 6% cash back at U.S.
Crazy.
supermarkets on up to $6,000 in spend every calendar year. 6% back on
That's huge.
U.S. streaming subscriptions. 3% cash back on transit, which includes taxis, ride sharing, parking, tolls, buses, and then 3% cash back at US gas stations. Also, you have access to Amex offers, which can be a huge, huge saver. There's some really nice Amex offers floating around. And I did the math on this, and because I wanted to know, this is a cashback card. These points are unfortunately not ones that you can transfer to Amex's transfer partners. This is a strictly cashback card, but in a lot of instances, it makes sense to have a cashback card in your arsenal. If you spend more than $1,583 on supermarkets and streaming combined per year, this card will make sense. Like if you spend that, you're going to earn enough back to pay for this card. I guarantee you probably 95% of us can easily spend that.
Is that
per year.
month? I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, so this one, I think, especially in that grocery store category, get it, max it out, have a little extra cash in your pocket, and then use that for travel. So that's a really, really fun option for cashback.
Awesome. Those were some great cards. Let's take a break. And when we come back, we're going to look at some hotel and airline cards that we love that are also under $100.
Okay, welcome back. Let's continue our conversation about these cards that are just under $100 that offer a really affordable way to get some amazing benefits. And we want to talk about some hotel and airline specific cards now. So, Chris, why don't you kick us off?
Okay, so the first one we're going to talk about is the IHG One Rewards Premier Credit Card. This is issued by Chase and it has a $99 annual fee. So if you have some IHGs coming up in your travels, this is a great card to have in your wallet. It gets 10x points at IHG properties, which is huge. It also will get you 5x IHG points on all your travel, gas, and restaurant purchases. So really help you build up that balance quickly. And then 3x points on all other purchases. So just keep in mind, it's not 3x Chase points. It's going to be 3x IHG points. So Make sure you know how to use those points before you go and open this card, just because you saw it earns these bonuses. But it also comes with some great perks, including Platinum Elite status with IHG. So this card is pretty much a no-brainer for anyone that stays at IHG properties. It gets you a free night certificate on every card member anniversary, and that is good for 40,000 points per year, and you can supplement those as well, so you can add some points to book even nicer hotels. This also, when you have this card, it will allow you to unlock the fourth night free on award stays. So if you're staying,
That's awesome.
yeah, you have 50,000, find a hotel for 50,000 points a night, you'll end up spending 150,000 points for 4 nights. So that's a great deal. Here's another perk that I have this card. I've never been able to use this. This $50 in United Airlines Travel Bank each year. It gets automatically added to your account, and then it expires automatically, and another one comes in, another one. So if you're using your United Travel Bank a lot, this can be really useful, but me personally, I haven't been able to do that. And then you get a $100 statement credit and 10,000 bonus points after spending $20,000 per year on the card.
I probably wouldn't recommend that, but
Yeah, only
but
if you're spending that 20,000 at IHG parties,
yeah,
for example, maybe
100%.
it would make sense. But yeah, this is not a card that you'd be putting everyday spend on.
Yeah, but I mean, really, that free night certificate and that fourth night free, just there alone, you have one decent IHG stay every year, and that one can make sense to keep in your wallet. So the next one we're going to talk about is the World of Hyatt card. It is $95 a year. This card earns 4 points per dollar at Hyatt properties, and then also 2 points per dollar at restaurants, on airline tickets purchased directly, local transit, including ride shares. I think it includes parking as well, but I would double check on that. And then fitness clubs and gym memberships. It comes with a category 1 through 4 free night certificate every year after your card member anniversary. And like that alone right there, I think makes this card worth it, because you can easily get $200, $300, $400 in value from one of those free night certificates. Also, if you are after Hyatt Elite status, this is a great one to have, because it comes with 5 Elite Night credits automatically every single year, and then 2 additional Elite Night credits for every $5,000 you spend. And that $5,000, that is not limited by the calendar year. So if you happen to spend $2,500 one year and $2,500 the next year, after you spend that second $2,500, you'll get those 2 Elite Night credits. The 5 Elite Night credits that you get is per year, and then those extra 2 are just sort of through the life of the card. Every $5,000 you spend, you get 2 Elite Night credits. And then it does come with Discover status automatically. That is the low-level Hyatt status. It's not wildly exciting, but I don't think that's the reason you get this card. You get this card for the Elite Night credits and for that free night certificate. And I think this one, I've had this in my wallet for years, and I don't anticipate ever getting rid of it, because it just makes sense. I can always find a way to use that free night certificate.
Yeah, I've never had any issues using that 1 through 4 category certificate. One thing I would like to see maybe in the future, this is not a wish list episode, but if we could add points to those certificates, kind of like you do with the IHG.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah, then
that
you
would
can
be amazing.
use whatever they're worth, 15, 20,000 points, and add another 10 or 15, and you can book something even nicer. But I'll save that wish list for another episode.
Oh, I just realized I forgot. It also comes with, if you put 15,000 to spend on that card in a calendar year, you get another free night certificate. So while we don't always talk about, a lot of times it's not a great idea to put a ton of spend on these very specific cards. This is one where I've done this many years in the past. If you spend up to 15,000 on this Hyatt card and then put it away for the year, you will get the free night certificate from the 15,000 in spend. And along the way, you'll earn 6 additional Elite Night credits. So if you are after any type of Hyatt status, that is kind of a sweet spot for that card. I probably wouldn't go higher than that unless you're just spending at Hyatt properties, but the 15,000 mark on that card is a good one.
Good point there. Yeah, that's a good one. One more hotel card we're going to mention is the Marriott Bonvoy Boundless credit card. This one comes in at $95 per year, and it earns 6x points at Marriott, 3x on your first 6,000 in spend at gas stations, grocery stores, and restaurants, and then 2x on all other purchases. This card will give you automatic Marriott Silver Elite status, 15 Elite Night credits per year, and then you can earn an additional 1 Elite Night for every 5,000 you spend. This also comes with a free night certificate that is worth up to 35,000 points, and you'll get that after your card member anniversary.
I actually just got this card recently because it had a big bonus. So, yeah, and I think that the spending towards the Elite Night credits is pretty unique. I don't think off the top of my head the other Marriott cards have that ability. So this could be a good one for a reasonable price if you're
Yeah.
after some Marriott status. If you're a few nights short or something, this could be a
Sure.
good one to keep in your wallet. So what's our final verdict, Chris? These cards have low annual fees. Are they
Yeah.
worth it?
I think, yeah, absolutely. I think it should definitely be part of your travel strategy. Whether you want to earn in, special categories, or you want to get that free night every year, and it's easy to justify a lot of these cards. Plus, these are ways to get these transfer partner feeders, right? So you can get into the city, into the Chase transfer partners without getting a big annual fee card just for $100. Now all of a sudden you can earn points that transfer right to American Airlines or right to Hyatt. So there's some really, really good options there.
Yeah, and definitely here, cheap does not mean limited. These cards really do, I think, pack a punch higher than their annual fee, and I think they're definitely worth it to keep some of these in your wallet. Okay, we have one reader question we want to go over this week, and I will ask this one to you, Chris. This person asks, there is a lot of talk about Amex offers. Do any other bank programs offer something similar?
Yes. I think all of them now have some version of this. Amex offers have been around for the longest, and generally they are the best and most lucrative. But Chase has Chase offers. A lot of them lately have been cashback, nothing really too exciting. City Merchant offers kind of the same thing. And then Capital One offers, which have been extremely all over the place, extremely targeted, but then also some really good offers. Like I think last month we saw something, it was 50 or if it was 50,000 or 500 cash back after spending 1,000 on theme park tickets, just some like really big numbers. So if you have one of these cards, go and check out your account. They're all targeted. But yeah, there's definitely some offers you can take advantage of, even if you don't have Amex offers.
Yeah, and I've seen the Capital One offers also go up after I make a purchase at a store. So if it's something where, a store that you make a lot of purchases at, put some of that on your Capital One card and maybe you'll see those offers increase. And I've seen some really, really good ones up in the like double, 10x points type situations. So definitely keep an eye on those.
Good call.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's going to do it for us this week. If you're enjoying the show, we would love it if you liked and subscribed on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts, and share this show with a travel-loving friend. It will help everyone find the show, and we would really appreciate that. And I think that's going to do it for us this week. So we will see you next week.